specifically for you, so that you know that how it is powerful and how we can go for it in our near future. Everywhere there is geography around you. You travel on the roads or you go around, you see geography all in your surroundings. Let's start this event with a few verses of Holy Quran. Subhanallah, such a very soothing and beautiful surah from Holy Quran that gives us positivity and hope whenever we are deprived, having some anxiety or depression. As in Pakistan, we are currently facing right now due to the high prices and other situations we are currently facing. But this surah is giving us hope that if you will stand with Pakistan, one day you will become, your country will become brighter one, inshallah. So just raise your patriotism, just enforce it and raise for national anthem. Pakistan Zindabad. Geography department, Alhamdulillah, have been celebrating this year, this day since past 10 years. Like 2013, we have started to celebrate Geography Awareness Week back in 2013. Each time we are joining our hand with the rest of the world to create the awareness about geography, because we are just observing this situation that day by day this field is diminishing with the passage of time. So we are just putting our small efforts to highlight the importance of the subject. The theme we have selected this time for GIS Day is very unique, not very technical one, as the Geographic Information System term itself. We have selected a theme that is easy to understandable or accessible to everyone, to get an idea that how we are moving within this interesting field. The topic we have selected, or the theme we have selected for the GIS day, is just your travelogue, journey of women Globetrotters. These are all about the females who are accelerating, moving here and there, internationally and nationally, and all of us, my department, support me to inspire you all with their unique journeys. This program is having 2 hours schedule, followed by having multiple interesting talks and some interesting activities you will see in just next 2 hours. I hope you will enjoy it a lot. And why we select this travelogue? Because we are converting these conventional signs or conventional means that geography is nowhere, but honestly speaking, without geography, nothing can be describable. Even from the writings, you can include yourself into the more visually, beautifully presented presentations. You can present it. So travelogue is one of the parts that will tell you that how the writings, very bookish writing that you are maybe not very interested, how you can convert into the maps to get its visual and aesthetic looks. For this, I would like to invite Dr. Nosheen Mazhar. She is currently in charge, chairperson of the department, associate professor, and she is also a climate activist at Lahore College for Women University. You have seen her on media as a climate expert. She represented herself in national and international universities, where she is presenting her specialization in desertification, desert ecology, and its related landforms. You will get a very unique insight because she, alhamdulillah, granted with multiple scholarships to travel abroad. Firstly, during her PhD in University of Leeds, and then she traveled to University of Oxford, and recently she just got an awarded by Mobility Grant, Paradot Mobility Grant. That is the joint project of the France and Pakistan. So I would like to invite Dr. Nosheen Mazhar, please be on stage. जी पहली प्रश्न यूके नीचे जी के अच्छा और वीडियो वाइज भी उसको प्ले करने के लिए कौन सा बटन? Thank you so much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Beautiful ladies, my dear colleagues, my ex-students, former students who have gained reputed positions in different fields of life, my dearest guest, Ms. Ikra, thank you so much for coming and gracing the occasion with your presence. Assalamu alaikum. It's indeed a great pleasure that today we have all gathered here to celebrate the significance of digital maps. Geography is basically a science of our world, and maps are its language. Initially, the maps used to be handmade, but the late 2000s witnessed a revolution in this field in the form of GIS, remote sensing, satellites, and the world changed in a boom. So this year we are celebrating the GIS Awareness Day in order to convey the message that GIS is owned very proudly by geography across the world, as its roots lie with geography, and our researchers are using GIS efficiently to help the policymakers in decision-making processes. So without further ado, let's try to link this conversation with this year's theme, which is travelogue. I've had the opportunity, alhamdulillah, to visit a few places in Europe this year, and I'll try to narrate it in a form of a travelogue, just like the Safarnamas of Mr. Sir Hussain Tariq Sahab, in order to create a spark in you people. Because for geographers, exploration is the key source of inspiration, because with exploration and journeys, you get the chance to see in actual
the things that you have studied in books. And there's nothing more thrilling but to experience them with your own eyes and seeing them physically. So I'll start my travelogue with the first slide. This one is about my trip to United Kingdom and Scotland in March this year. So I'll start with this quotation about travelogue. What is a travelogue basically? Within the pages of a travelogue, the world unfolds like a cherished map, each word a step, each sentence a journey, inviting us to explore the tapestry of places and people and to discover the stories that make our planet a captivating novel. So with this enthralling quote, let's begin the journey. So everyone must be familiar with the Google timelines, which are available in your Gmail account whenever you have finished a month of traveling, even within city. The mail will pop up that you have a timeline which is ready for you to be seen and explored. And this timeline has various features to offer. So I discovered the timeline after my arrival back in Pakistan, and I was very happy to see how many places I had discovered during the time period. So over here you can see, sorry, is the pointer? It does not work. ये ऐसे ही रहेगा, मैं बस कर सकती हूँ। ठीक है, ठीक है. Thank you. All right. So this one is showing the timeline over here. This is the world map, and the zoomed area of Pakistan can be seen over here. This is the Mediterranean Sea. This is the Europe continent, and over here this is France, and this is United Kingdom. So these marks are basically showing the location points where one has been, because Google is already every time tracking your location, so that's the result of Google location being on. And here you can see the overall location. These are the breakdowns of the months where I've been, the places that I have visited. Now, since this PPT is about the UK and the Scotland visit, so I'll share a zoomed view of United Kingdom. This is basically, United Kingdom is a combination of 4 different states. This area is England, over here is Wales, this is Scotland, this one, and this is Ireland. So I've been to various cities of England and Glasgow in Scotland. These are some of the places within England that I've been near London, Ilford, Bradford, and Leeds as well. So basically, why was I visiting UK in March 2023? It was because I was there to attend and present my paper in 6th Oxford Desert Conference. It was a unique experience in its own being, because this was a specific desert conference in which desert ecologists from across the world gather. As you can see from their appearances, that there are some Muslims over here, this was one Indian, and interacting with so many people with different ethnic backgrounds, with different language accents, was a unique experience in its own being. And whenever you are traveling abroad, you are a carrier of your religion, of your nationality, and you have to be extremely careful with every step that you take, every piece of food that you put in your mouth, because you are depictive of your country and your religion, and people are observing, and they do state things as well. So you have to be really careful. So I think I did my best part when I was presenting my paper in Oxford. So these are some of the glimpses of the Oxford University. I was basically invited by School of Geography and Environment, University of Oxford. University of Oxford has a great legacy. The teaching started in University of Oxford in 1096. It's a huge city which has different colleges across. Just like we have departments, they have colleges, and those colleges are huge, massive buildings. And within those buildings are different departments in its own being, which are based upon specializations. So these are some of the glimpses of my talk at Oxford. I had a very good question answer session at the end as well. On day 2 of the conference, we visited a panel, the Merton College, the famous Merton College of University of Oxford, which has a very extravagant infrastructure. And there we had a panel discussion on conserving the wildlife in the Central Asian steppe. Central Asian steppe being a dry land in its own being. and being relevant to the Desert Conference. You can see some of my colleagues over here. These people are from University of Oxford Geography Department. I had a great interaction with them. We are still in touch and working on various projects. These are some of the views from University of Oxford's beautiful and extravagant architecture. Top right, you can see one of the most famous buildings, which is a hallmark of University of Oxford. It's called the Redcliffe Camera. Redcliffe Camera was initially a department which was later converted into a library. It had an extravagant inner dome ceiling which was very beautifully arranged, and I couldn't put all the pictures because of lack of time, but whenever you people are fortunate enough to visit, do please go inside and have a beautiful view of the inner dome. These are some of the views of the Merton College. This one is from the famous Christ Church of University of Oxford, which has a very high tower. This tower is famous because of its beautiful views that it offers to the visitors, because once you're at the top, you're able to have the view of the entire city of Oxford. And I was fortunate enough to climb its very dangerous stairs. It had a very narrow passageway. I wish I could show you the video of the journey which I took to reach the top, because it was an adventure in its own being. Alright, then being a geographer, I'm always interested to explore different museums, how the different national people conserve their history, their records, and how they present it to the new generations. So I visited the Oxford Museum of Natural History. This museum is basically known for its evolution of life and the wonders that are preserved by the mankind. The main speciality of this museum was that they had gathered all the species and whatever artifacts they had to share, but they linked it with the geological timescale periods. For example, there was a separate wall that was dedicated to the Cenozoic period. Another one was dedicated to the Mesozoic, the Permian, the Precambrian. And through that, I was able to link back that, okay, these species did exist in that particular time period. And it was a beautiful experience within this museum. So it's a worth see within the University of Oxford. Here are some of the species that were preserved very beautifully. The Oxfordshire butterflies, there were the skeletons. This dinosaur face that you're seeing has been recreated. It's not the original one. But the owl, the white owl, is a stuffed owl which is native of the Oxfordshire. And this dinosaur skeleton is also original, which has been preserved over the years. Okay, then I proceeded towards another museum. Once I came back from Oxford to London, I started exploring the museums of London. And the first one to visit was the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich. Maritime means related to the oceans. And this was one of the most exquisite and beautiful, unique type of a museum that I visited over there. It had a, yes, let's move to the next one. So I just share one slide from the interior of the Maritime Museum because this one was the one which clicked me. I saw the world Rawalpindi over there. It was a ship that was, the model of this ship was being presented over there. And this ship was unique because it was made by the British, and in the 1930s it was being used to transfer the spices and the other silks and other main species and specialities of India from Bombay to London. Later in its routes, Shanghai and China, and some ports of Japan were also added. So this was the one which clicked me the most, and I decided to put it here to be shared with you. And these are the two huge glass bottles in which ancient sail ships were presented in a very beautiful way to captivate and tell everybody, yes, this is the Maritime Museum. Alright, then the hallmark of my trip to Greenwich was my visit to Royal Observatory, Greenwich. Because this was the thing that I had been yearning from my first visit to UK in 2019. That being a geographer, I wanted to go to that place from where the prime meridian was dividing the earth into the eastern and the western hemispheres. So I was lucky enough to reach this place. It was a long walk and I was totally exhausted. It was uphill. It was designed to be placed uphill and there was no transportation. We had to go by foot, but it was worth being visited. So in order to tell you what did the Royal Observatory offer, what's the significance of this international, the Greenwich Prime Meridian, I'll share a very short video with you because after watching this video, you'll be able to understand what I am about to share further with you.
What time is it? A seemingly easy question. But at any given moment, the time will be different in different places in the world. While one person is waking up to breakfast at 7 a.m., another will be heading off to bed at 10 p.m. Local time all depends on what time zone you're in. A time zone is simply a region on Earth which is bound by longitudinal lines. These lines, sometimes called meridians, run vertically from the North to the South Pole, each 15 degrees apart. Meridians break the world into 24 time zones. A time difference of 1 hour per zone occurs with the rotation of the Earth. If it is, say, 2 p.m. at one meridian, 30 degrees west will be 2 time zones or 2 hours behind. So here, it would be high noon. Between zones 0 and 24 lies the international date line, where you cross from one day to the next. But who decided what time it was, and where? Whatever time it is now, it is the result of an historic event in 1884. At the International Meridian Conference, Canadian Sir Sandford Fleming proposed that time begin at Greenwich, London, a major trade and shipping hub of the time. Using Greenwich as the agreed universal meridian, the 24 time zones were established. The system was known as Greenwich Mean Time. By 1929, most countries had aligned their clocks accordingly. Because your body clock is adapted to the time zone you live in, moving around the globe into other time zones can affect you. If you travel from London to Los Angeles, for example, you'll be 8 hours behind. This means you'll be hungry when you should be sleeping, and nodding off when it's time to go out and explore. The time on your watch was set over a century ago. But wherever you go, it will be constantly changing.
All right, thanks to this video, I think the concept of the significance of Greenwich Mean Time has been well established. Let's move forward. Basic slides. This is a world which is divided into various lines of longitudes. You can see each longitude is of equal length. It's like a semicircle. So that's the reason there was a difficulty in deciding which should be the benchmark from which the measurement of these lines of longitude will be made. And as in the video it was said, that was the Greenwich, the Meridian Conference that was held in UK, Greenwich, in which it was decided that the Greenwich Meridian, the meridian passing through Greenwich, will be considered as the 0-degree prime meridian, and the remaining eastern and western longitudes will be numbered accordingly. And on these longitudes were the time zones formulated. So this is the prime meridian which is going through UK, Greenwich. So if you look at this, what's the significance? You can see these, this line which is dividing the Earth into two halves once again. This is 180-degree meridian, which is exactly opposite to 0-degree meridian. And this 180 degrees meridian is known as the international date line. As in the video it was mentioned that the people moving towards the western hemisphere will be losing the day, and those moving towards the eastern hemisphere will be gaining the day. Okay. So this was taken as a reference point, and then the calculation of time and time zones started accordingly. So what happened inside the museum, the Royal Observatory? So let's take the story forward from there. So basically, this Greenwich Royal Observatory was a beautiful place with a huge dome, which was constructed on a hill in Greenwich, and it was used for the astronomers of the time to reside in. This was the place that was created by the kings of the United Kingdom, and they wanted these astronomers to continuously monitor the movement of the stars, the dual stars. And the first among these astronomers was Royal Joel Flamsteed, whose house was on the ground floor of this Royal Observatory, Greenwich. I was happy to see the kind of lifestyle he was having. This was the place he used as a meeting point for various astronomers across the globe, and various conferences were held over here. It had a very significant octagon room which had 8 corners. It had specific telescopes installed over there where he and his friends together sat to explore the world. Okay, here you can see that I'm touching the globe. This globe had 24 time zones, and on the screens over here the time of that time zone was mentioned. As I was moving towards the east, 1 hour was being added each time zone from the reference of Greenwich Mean Time, and when I was moving the globe towards the west, 1 hour was being subtracted per time zone. So this was the significance of this globe. In this particular Royal Observatory, there were huge ancient pieces that were installed that were showing the evolution of the clocks, the science behind the evolution of the concept of time with reference to longitudes. All the evidences were preserved over here beautifully. Then the main highlight of Royal Observatory was its great equatorial telescope, which was a 28-inch long reflecting telescope, which was installed in Royal Observatory by Charles Time, and it was proposed in 1885 but installed in 1893. This telescope was used initially for astrophotography. It was so huge that, as you can see, that its eyepiece is near to the ground. The astronomers used to lie down on the floor to have a view of the sky above. And the speciality of this equatorial telescope is that it was aligned with the orbit of the Earth. So much so that it was moving along the equatorial path, which means the orbit. So it had a 360-degree view of the sky of the night, in which different stars and its movements were tracked by the astronomers of that time. Okay, so after exploring Royal Observatory Greenwich, I proceeded next day to Scotland's capital, Glasgow, where I visited the Counsel General of Scotland, Mr. Zahid, and in the meeting we discussed about possible good relations in future with, where our students could go on exchange programs in various Scottish and British universities. These are some of the glimpses from Scotland. As far as the travelogue aspect is concerned, I would like to share that the people in Scotland were speaking English in a very difficult kind of an accent, in which I was spending most of the time listening, focusing on their lips and trying to understand and perceive at least some hints of what they were trying to say. But my host was fortunate enough, Ms. Suruj Raza, who helped me in understanding what they were saying. But my trip in England was extremely nice because their accent was much more easier to understand. People in both the countries were extremely hospitable, and I had a great time overall, and it's a bit different in my next travelogue that I'll be sharing here afterwards. Some of the key words that are in terms of are the concept of the long haul and the short haul flight. So long haul flights are basically long flights. They have a longer flight durations of like 3,000 miles, and short hauls are less than 1,000 miles. The routes and destinations, mostly the long hauls, are inter-country, whereas the short haul are intercity flights. So there are different kinds of aircrafts that are used for this, and some of these specifications are given below. So when I was going to London, it's long haul flight, whereas from Glasgow was a short haul flight. And the short haul flight was dangerous to take a short jet, and we had to go to the cabin ourselves on foot, so it was a different experience as opposed to the long haul flight. And then I came back to Pakistan. After a few months, in September, I proceeded to France in terms of my year 1 of Peridot Mobility Grant. in which I was having a pact signed with the University of Paris Geography Department. Dr. Paul Pesci was there. All right, so for those activities in September, I proceeded to Paris. All right, here again we have the Google timeline, which is telling me the places that I visited in France. This is the zoomed view of France, where my residence was in one of the suburbs of Paris, but the university was in Paris, therefore you can see the location point over here. Then I visited Aubervilliers, which was a suburban town of Paris where I was residing. And then we also visited Fontainebleau, one of a far forested city of France, where we did some field work together with the University of Paris Geography Department's students. And this is again a zoomed view of Paris. These are some of the spots that I discovered on foot and on board in terms of excursion trip. So these are some of the glimpses from my flight, which I took on 18th of September, and I landed on Charles de Gaulle Airport in France. These are some of the glimpses of my residence. I stayed at Campus Condorcet in Aubervilliers, which was a Parisian suburb, and it was a part of the University of Paris, but strangely, the office where I worked and the residence had a distance of about 1 hour that I used to travel daily. Because University of Paris, just like University of Oxford, is a complete city which is spread across a huge portion, and it's difficult to reach from one department to another. So you have to use the metros and different types of modes of communication. These are some of the views from University of Paris Geography Departments outside and inside the office. These are some of the glimpses from the Geography Department, the library where I used to have meetings with experts, and my office in the bottom right corner. So why was I there? It was not just for excursion. I was there to deliver a seminar to University of Geography students. And the seminar was delivered on 21st of September on the topic Geospatial Assessment of Water Quality and Sedimentation Trends in Belbela Reservoir, Pakistan. As you can see, I had French students, approximately 40 sitting in front of me. And when I started the talk, I was very happy to know that they were having weak control on English language. So I thought that whatever I'm saying, they're not absorbing it, and I'll be through with the question answer session. But when it came to the question answer session, I found them to be more than eager to ask questions, and they took about 30 to 35 minutes to ask different questions related to the presentation. And I was very happy to know that they had been absorbing and noting down each and every point. And at this time, I want to tell you all to have the same kind of confidence. The more questions you ask, the more you appear. It doesn't make you stoop low that you don't have any information or any basic knowledge. It shows how much inquisitive nature you have. So they were asking silly questions as well, and some of them were quite apt. All in all, it gave an expression that they were awake, taking interest in what I was saying. After the seminar, I was relaxing, so I decided to explore Paris on my own. Since I was alone over there, the only Muslim, and we've had some bad news about different kinds of affairs with the Muslims, so I was very much precautious. But alhamdulillah, I had a very nice time. People were very hospitable, at least those who were around me, and I didn't feel any kind of prejudice during my visit in France. So I explored Seine River on foot on day one. And these are some of the sights of Seine River. Seine River is the river that flows through the heart of Paris. And on both of its banks are major attractions, the tourist attractions. Some of them will be shared in the upcoming slides. Some of the cuisines, you can see that bottom right is Pakistani dal chawal, because I mostly ate dal chawal over there. I had to be cautious not to eat meat over there. The only thing that was unique that I ate was this fruit, perhaps it's jackfruit. It's also available in Pakistan, but I ate it for the first time in Paris. Okay, then I explored the Grand Mosque of Paris on Friday, and I offered my prayer over there. It was a beautiful mosque from exterior and from interior as well. It had different portions for Muslim women and men. And it was a unique experience to meet the Muslims over there from different countries, different cultures, but all gathered in one place for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then once again, my passion for exploring popped up, and I did the exploration. And in Paris, near to the mosque, was the Great National History Museum of Paris. This was a huge city in its own being, having smaller sub-museums. One of the museums was devoted for geology. Different rock species that had been extracted over the time period were displayed beautifully over there. One museum was botanical. It had botanical, different plant species from across the world. One museum was for live animals. It was kind of a zoo collection. One was different geological perspectives in the terms of the mineral sources that were extracted. But I chose to go again to the Natural Museum of Evolution of Life. It was called Evolution of Life, in which different animal species, how they evolved over time, were beautifully displayed. This was a museum in which there were different floors, each floor dedicated to different region animals. The most beautiful floor that I explored was the one in which the African Sahara was depicted. You can see all the animals towards the right were going in a form of a queue, just like in the Lion King, they're moving from one place to another in terms of food, moving for grass and water. And so this floor was my favorite. Then there were species of lambs, starfish, marine animals, pandas, different ray fish, and etc. So let's not go into it. But all in all, the crux is that all the species were beautifully depicted over there. These are some of the clips from outside the museum. It had beautiful sculptures as well. Then I took a cruise trip, which was the Boater Bus trip, which was moving on Seine River. It had 8 stops, and I explored some of the stops. I took off the boat and explored on foot the beauty of those spots, and I'll share 2 most important spots in the upcoming slides. The first one was Eiffel Tower, of course. Why go to Paris and not see the simple tower with lights in the night? But I had to go because it was the benchmark. So I went there, I saw the Eiffel Tower, which was completed in 1889, most recognizable monuments in the world, and the site which is known as the Iron Lady, and receives 7 million tourists a year. But going alone is difficult because there are many thugs over there as well. So one has to be very, very cautious when moving in public. But it was overall a very beautiful place. It had a huge Olympic clock which was installed over there, right when you get off the Boater Bus, which is the Seine's coastal area. And this Olympic clock was showing number of hours, minutes and seconds that have been left in the time when Paris will be hosting the next upcoming Olympics. Then I went to explore the Louvre Museum. Louvre Museum is one of the biggest, it is the biggest museum of the world, and it is the museum which holds various artisan artifacts, models, main original paintings, and it's known for the original painting of Mona Lisa, which is present over here. Also the paintings by Venus de Milo. Here you can see a pyramid. It's the most famous attraction of the Louvre Museum. It's called the Glass Pyramids, and people are desperate to get their pictures clicked in front of it. I was successful to get mine clicked as well. And these are some of the views from outside the Louvre Museum. It has various statues outside as well. I didn't bother to go inside because people told me it would take weeks for me to cover the view inside, and I obviously had a limited visa. Alright, so after exploring Paris, I came back, and next day we went to Fontainebleau, a new city in Paris, in which we went for a field trip of the students, in which they were exploring a special kind of grass in this forest, and they were trying to map its expanse and retreat over the years because it was important for medical purposes in that region. So this is a group photo of the students, and we did the fieldwork for 2 days. We were staying there in one of the sub-campus of University of Paris, and it was a very serene residence which was owned by University of Paris in the hub of the forest, and it was a beautiful place. We had a great dinner with the students, and we enjoyed the fieldwork as well. The next day I visited the Palace of Fontainebleau. This was a huge palace in which Napoleon spent his last days, and it had a beautiful staircase in front of it which is in the shape of a horseshoe that was called Horseshoe Staircase. And this staircase is famous because Napoleon was standing there for the last time addressing the public and saying that I'm going for exile now, and this is bye-bye from my side. So all the kings and monarchs of France used to visit this palace time and again for excursion purposes, because near the palace they have maintained different species of animals to be hunted by the royals and for their enjoyment purposes. So with this, on 27th September, I came back to Pakistan, and with this, I thank you all. I hope you enjoyed my journey. The aim was not to show off. The aim was to tell you people how the things that we read in the books, the maps that we see with our eyes, when we actually go there, how thrilling it is and how much learning you can do from that in return. So with this, I wish you all happy exploration of the world, happy GIS Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nosheen. It was a wonderful journey that we have listened. Now I'm just gonna share my information with you. And it's my time to have an interaction with you. My topic is creating tomorrow's narrative with RGS story maps where data becomes a compelling story. As I told earlier that every time we are not very interested to read the books or read the 18 to 20 pages research paper I read. So how we can convert it into a very good, easily understandable text. The Esri platform is now providing us this opportunity that wherever you are going, you can turn it into just on your maps, and you can show it wherever and make it a very memorable moment for you. So this is a brief interview, brief profile of me. I'm Dr. Sahar, as I already shared, assistant professor and currently running a society, Geographical Society, and my society is just arranging this event and many other events throughout the year, and you can see the efforts. Secondly, I'm a geographer. I consider myself as a born geographer. I was not a rolling stone, that I didn't go to the MBBS, I didn't go towards the engineering field. Where from the very first day, Dr. Aisha Faisal, she is over here, she instigated that you can say the fire in me that you can be a geographer, and geography is a field that is just taking you where is the sky. So if I move ahead, so in my presentation you will see RGS story map, what it is right now, and why we need to understand RGS story maps. There again a very literal thing you can see on the screen, that this is a powerful and user-friendly tool. Why it is so, I'm just gonna tell you. Then it's create the interactive stories, as Dr. Nosheen shared her all the travel log with the form of pictures. But how it's actually happening on the world, where you are currently on the world, that's very important. For example, if someone asks you, where is your home? So if you will say, I don't know where I am currently, I don't know my address, it looks so insane. Agreed? Everybody knows their address. So I hope everybody who is sitting here in this hall know where Pakistan is, what's the shape, the correct boundary of Pakistan is. So Esri and all these platforms are actually promoting the map capabilities in yourself, map skills in yourself, to make it not only in the geographical knowledge, but any field in which you are further moving. As I said, this is a powerful tool. These 6 tools the SD platform is providing you. Number 1, you can just log in, just like you log into your email addresses or Facebook account or Insta account. You just log into this website, make your account, and just start mapping like from just today. Secondly, this is pro. There are some levels. If you are you have some expertise in mapping, then you can use this RGS Pro, that is just like a desktop software. Then nextly, there is some more professional enterprise. Then this is the 4th one, that is RGS Living World, is one of the atlas, as you have the atlases once in your libraries. If you visited libraries, you can see a collection of maps. But now these collection of maps are easily available online. You can simply go there and explore it. Then numerous RGS apps. One of the app I'm gonna share with you how interesting it is. You will just leave the TikTok, you will just leave the Insta, you will just leave the Facebook once you will start working on it. And in the last, after some years, definitely you will be very pro in making something new, to create something new. Even you can initiate your own businesses while incorporating all these technologies. In this slide, if I say, there are two segments. First segment giving above the slide, and then the next one that is at the bottom. I think and I assume this thing that most of you will be interested to read the above slide. Is it so? Yes? Although the same information is given at the bottom of the slide. What is the population distribution? What is the population distribution going on in your world? This is the same one. But 99.9% people would be like me. They will not be very happy to read the text, and they will just want to see the map and just get the information out of it so that you can get it very quickly. This is what this event is, what we are doing. We are creating the awareness. We are creating the students that come towards the geography. Because now geography is going to its next levels, and still we are not accepting it. Our GIS story map is something like you are making your videos, you are just using your social platforms. This is something like those applications, but in an educational way, because students cannot be pursued without its education. So this was the person whose quotation I thought I should mention over here. That is that the generation gap can be bridged only by those who are willing to listen with an open mind. We know our seniors, they are not very warm welcoming, they are not listening to us if we will go towards them and propose some new idea. They said, no, this is not possible, there are lots of hindrances, even they don't try. But now we have to listen to our youngsters who are not very willing to read the books, who are not very willing to study the long, lengthy numericals. They want something that is stress-free. They want to learn, but in a very friendly environment. So, we all know this old Patwari system, yes? What we can do as a geographer. They just converted into the Zameen.com, e-property, PK. And these other computerized systems, you can get the real estate now just converting itself in these computerized systems. Then, do you remember how the crime scene were previously found? Where is the situation? What was going on? So we have just a magnifier, and we are just finding out what's happening over there. But now it converted into Forsenic light sources. You just find out what's happening. These are the advanced fields. What it is. This is old Operation Peter. Just like a wooden one without any improved and equipped instruments, but it now converted into just like this environment where you have the good source of light, you have well-equipped rooms that you can easily increase the chances of survival of a patient. Now my question is to my seniors, or obviously because it's going on a live streaming, I'm advocating at this stage that we need to reform our methods, we need to reform the curriculum. This is this picture that was taken back in 1834. The man is using plane table. That was an army officer. And what's going on? This is our current curriculum, 2023. And we are still focusing that we must not omit this chain table, plane table, because these are the conventional methods. We have to hold it on. We can't go anywhere without it. Students are just roaming from one area of university to another area of university to map with these conventional tools that were back used in 1834 even. So are we going on a right track? Are you agreed? Definitely not. So how we can bring some interesting things in our life, being geography, if we really want to get our field survive for the next years as other fields are evolving. So these are some of the factors I want to share with you with the help of these RGI story maps. In 2023, the people who are watching videos online, they spend 10% of their weekly time on watching videos. Just scroll down, up, they are using it. Then 52% of you currently just share the videos, whatever the video content you are getting, you are just disseminating with your friends. Then 75% view short form videos, not lengthy one. Many times if there is more than 2 minutes, you just switch off or you just lose your interest. And then 83% marketers said that just generate a video that is not more than 60 seconds. These are some very interesting facts, but now this is the most interesting fact, that being a geographer, what you can do, how can you earn? You are a female, you have social bounds, you have other social pressures, you can't go outside. What you can do, just like reading this fact, what it stated, it's saying that just a moderate level success YouTuber can earn $500 per month, a moderate level. Just focus on moderate level. And this $500, according to current exchange rate, that's equivalent to, honestly speaking, a gazetted officer that is 18 to 20 grade right now. So if you will generate a beautiful RGS story maps, then definitely with your enthusiastic behavior towards the geography, by collecting the data, you can even achieve that $5,000 per month. Being Pakistani is not poor. Pakistani are basically not seeking the way they can work. They are just saying with their lame excuses, this is not the subject, I can't go there, this subject cannot give me anything. No, this is not the situation. You have to find out the ways that how can you make it innovative, creative to move ahead. So what can we do while doing this RGA story map? Rule number 1, you should have a good choice. You should have a good story, like which things I should focus on. There are two types of designs on the story maps when you will log in. These are the some very basic level or the beginner level that you can just write a journal. You can go with the cascade or the bulleted information. That's it. You don't need to do anything else. Just write down in the bullet forms as we do in our lecture, like during the lectures, we are just noting down the points that teacher is telling us. And similarly, these are some of the professional ways. If you will achieve that, definitely you will do at some stage. But if you are just beginning, you can focus on just writing down as you are writing a column or as you are just writing down any interesting facts or from the lecture points. Number 2, content is well organized. What it is? Sometimes our PhD students came to us and they asked that what topic we should select. Teacher, can you please guide us? So I questioned them back. Why do you want to do the PhD? They simply said that just for the job promotion, this is the requirement. मेरी शादी नहीं हो रही थी. That's why I just get enrolled into this system or MS PhD, whatever they are actually currently enrolled in. So at that time, I just asked them that what's the purpose of this research? वो तो बिल्कुल फोर्थ हो गया मकसद जो आप करना चाह रहे थे. Research in other countries means that you are finding out the problem in your surroundings. That's from where you get your content. The content that you are going to organize that is present in your surroundings. If something is bothering you, you're just having the rainfall event episode, and after that you can't access to your basic necessities. So definitely that's problematic for you. Agreed? So this is how you can collect the data. In the morning I was talking with my sister. She recently shifted from UK to USA. She said UK is well organized and US is just more like a chichuki maliya. So I was saying, why it is so? Just share me the Google Earth location, pin location. So I can see where are you currently. So she just share that location point, I started to go for the street view. I can easily roam around her streets even without visa. That's very difficult to get from the USA. So this is the power of geography. Without having a visa, without having any other information, I can roam around her streets easily. So this is what I'm trying to say, that find out the problems in your surroundings. So this is one of the very good content, and I said just share your views that you spent 15 hours in UK, and now share the views what you are currently facing. So I will write down our story, and now we have Dr. Varida with us, and I will publish it and share that what's the situation going on in 2 different continents. So next, if I say, obviously when you will start organizing it, less is more. The more you will deliver, the more the students will get it. Similarly, there are some photos, you will integrate the layers one to another, and then you will having a very good output out of it. Then definitely captions are very important. जब आप अपने maps को design कर रहे होगे, at that point ensure that the lettering is perfect. Whatever you are writing, that is readable. That must be readable. Because it was initially a Cuba, but obviously we all don't know until unless it was mentioned on the slide. Then rule number 3, map should be well designed. This is specifically maybe other students who are other than geography will not get this idea very clearly. What is symbolization, what is scale, what is the choice of the base scale. But let me explain, let me try to explain in a very easy language to those students who are sitting here other than geographical field. Symbolization, the conventional signs. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have made the colors for it. Sky is the blue, trees are the green, rivers are the blue. So these are all the colors which we are saying these are the conventional signs. So similar conventional signs we are using on the maps. It doesn't mean you can just write, put the heart on it, the map. Don't do that. I know these girls really love flowers, but don't put in your stories. Don't put the flowers unnecessary designing on your maps, because the more you will make and design it simple, it would be more attractive. Then again, scale, maybe this section that I'm going to explain may be difficult to understand by other students. There are 3 expressions of scales. Number 1 is the statement of scale, in which you use 2 systems of 2 unit systems like metric system and the English system. Then there is the second one that is called representative fraction RF, right? I just need the attention of my geographical students. Then the third one is the linear scale, in which you just make your scale into graphic in the display form in a linear form. At that time, you have seen that most of the maps are now in the decimal form. That's totally wrong, and a geographer only knows that these scales cannot be in a decimal, because this is the first rule of making a linear scale, that it should be in a round number. But obviously, as this GIS field is going towards the other hands, they just make it garbage in, garbage out. They just make the scale in just a single one click, but they don't know the actual meaning of scale on that map. That can only be ensured by the geographical student, and that's why I'm here to guide my youngsters. Then don't leave this weapon. The doctors have medicines, the engineers have appliances, the media person have the coverage, but geographers have maps, and you are losing it day by day. Don't do it. Then obviously rule 4 was that obviously it will have an overall impression, good themes you are selecting, and then length and scope. Not too less that it started and it ends, not too lengthy that everyone gets bored. So this is how you can log in. This is one of the links. That's you can just write any browser. You can just make it on your browsers. Then you have to give your short titles. Similarly, there will be 3 levels. As I said, you can start with your basic level, then there will be the media, and then immersive, the more advanced one. Or honestly speaking, abhi tak main bhi yahan tak nahi pahunchi. I just hardly clear my basic level. So, happy GIS day, and there is just a small demo that how you can use this RGA story maps. Thank you. Assalamualaikum everyone. Thank you so much, Dr. Sir, for your presentation. Now we have Ms. Amna Afzal with us. She is currently a lecturer in Department of Geography and serving here since 2020. She has an extended experience in hiking and trekking. Let me invite Ms. Amna Afzal. Please, Ms. Amna. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. And first of all, welcome back to Pakistan. Because you have been a beautiful journey from River Thames to Eiffel Tower. यूरोप के टूर पर थे आप सारे लोग और उसके बाद आई वुड लाइक यू ऑल टू कम हेयर एंड आओ बच्चों सैर कराएं तुमको पाकिस्तान की. तो आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर माई ट्रैवल जर्नी that is about the northern areas of Pakistan. But before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ms. Amna Afzal and I am working as a lecturer in Geography Department since 2020 March when I have joined this university. I have worked previously in many organizations. Before I have worked as a visiting lecturer in LCWU as well, and I have worked as a visiting lecturer in GC University as well. So how this journey has started? I would like to share my experience in a way that when I have embraced myself, my connection with geography back in time when I get admission in MSc Geography, where I have got to know that geography is a discipline in which they have study tours and field trips, and that really excites me, and there are several challenges related to that, getting permission just like we all girls. But after knowing that this is a study-based tours, and of course when we are doing some studies, there is always a room of recreation and fun as well. So from there it has been started the journey, and I have got my wings, and till then that wings have been strengthened, and I have never looked back. And I will share this, that how I have started motivating all other people and especially my students as well to start visiting the places, because if you are talking about geography, geography is about where we are and where are we going. So previously all are my colleagues, my worthy chairperson and my very dear colleague Dr. Sahar has shared that GIS, Geographic Information System, the day we are celebrating, is a part and parcel of geography that has opened the digital gates of Narnia to geography. And that has really embraced us in a way that we are learning geography through digitally, and we are making things to happen when we are sitting in a room. But I would like to say that geography is not about sitting in a room. We have to explore it, we have to go, we have to learn all those things we are learning in geography in books. So I have started that journey, and along with me, many people have started that journey. So I would like to start up with the thing. These are the magical places. This is a blue lake in Naltar Valley. Recently, in 2023, I just wanted to go over there, so just I'm giving you a very brief kind of this thing. That in 2023, I took my departmental's very first long tour to Gilgit-Baltistan region till Khanjra Pass, where we have visited this Naltar Valley. That is the valley which is located in Hindu Kush mountain range. So these are the magical places outdoor where these seems that time stands still. And we embrace this is a blue lake. Okay. So the concept of the story map. I have to get back. Which one is the backward? पीछे जाना है. So the first map is actually showing us Pakistan, all the trips I have been into the northern area specifically, because I have visited the other part of the Pakistan as well so far. So I'm focusing here, over here on the northern areas, and this map is showing those cities mostly I have visited. Now the journey has begun in 2006, the very first long tour to the Khanapur area, where I have found that innate love to nature and a passion to nature. There I was a student of Punjab University Geography Department, and we have stayed in that their hostel of Punjab University in Khanapur. There we have stayed. Then in 2006 there was a recreational tour which has been promised to us, because that was a survey tour in Khanapur area. So Islamabad, Murree and Peshawar. So some of the glimpses you can see over here. Okay, why this 2016 after a great change of 2006? It means I never traveled back there in 10 years? No, it was not like that. I did travel, but I am just showing and showcasing the turning points of the life of my travel journey so far. In 2006, I was working as a visiting lecturer in Geography Department, जहाँ पर एक हाइकिंग एंड माउंटेनियरिंग क्लब के नाम से एक क्लब है, जिसको एक आई वुड लाइक टू से प्राउडली से दैट एक जोग्राफर जो है वो उसको रन कर रहे हैं. देयर आई हैव फाउंड दैट इनेट एबिलिटी एंड फिजिकल एंड्योरेंस ऑफ माई सेल्फ इन टर्म्स ऑफ हाइकिंग एंड ट्रैकिंग. So in Khanpur Dam we have a very little bit of the trekking and hiking, and some of the glimpses you can see. These are the real pictures of that tour which I have captured, and you can see that Khanpur Dam जो है ये आपके हरिपुर हज़ारा डिवीजन के अंदर आता है, and that's a very beautiful place. You can go over there. There is a these are ski area, paragliding, so many activities over there. And this is a group photo which has been taken in Julia, that is in Taxila, a monastery or a university I would say, that has been by the Buddha. And it was a very amazing place that everyone would like to go over there and study. जितना peaceful environment है वहाँ पर, और उससे अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो रही थी कि क्यों यहाँ उन्होंने यूनिवर्सिटी जो है वो बनाने का सोचा, क्योंकि पीस रिक्वायर्ड है पढ़ने के लिए हम सबको, ऐसा ही है ना. Okay, then in 2017, again I was in, I worked till 2019 in GC University in Geography Department. That was the tour to Shubran Valley, Siripai Meadows. That was a snow hiking actually. So it was very challenging for me that it was not just a hiking. When you are hiking and trekking, how many of you have been into hiking and trekking? Choti moti. Ah, good, I can see a very few hands over there. Snow के ऊपर किसने किया है? स्नो पे मज़ा आता है, कैसे स्लिप हो रहा होता है इंसान. आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर दैट व्हाट हैपेंड टू मी ओवर देयर. आप देख सकते हैं पाइन पार्क होटल, वन ऑफ द वेरी बड़ा ही वो उनका विजिबल वो रेड हर्ट्स वाला एक होटल जो आपको मिलता है वहाँ पर शुगरान वैली में. तो ये ब्यूटीफुल व्यूज़ है, ये सारी पिक्चर्स जो हैं तेरी सेल्फ कैप्चर्ड हैं। ये वो पॉइंट है दैट इज city actually in completely white. I would like to share something over here. There was a point then I have to take a leap. मुझे एक जंप करके सिरी पॉइंट पर जाना था और आगे हम लोगों ने फिर फर्दर पाई मेडोज तक जाना था। पाई मेडोज से आगे मखड़ा पीक आती है। दैट वाज नॉट आवर पार्ट ऑफ जर्नी, हमारे प्लान में नहीं था। वो ऐसे कि देवर स्टूडेंट्स ऊपर साइड पर भी थे, बैक साइड पे थे और स्टीप स्लोप थी। हाइकिंग एंड माउंटेनियरिंग के अंदर मैंने 80 to 90 डिग्री स्टीप स्लोप्स की हाइकिंग की है एंड दैट वाज अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट वन। और स्नो के ऊपर एक पॉइंट था, देन आई हैव टू जस्ट टेक अ लीप और आई विल गो डाउन बिलो, बिल्कुल टोटल नीचे गिर जाऊंगी जाके। देन सम ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स हैव आस्क्ड मी टू, मैडम आप हमें हाथ पकड़ाएं और चलें। मेरे पास अपनी ट्रैकिंग स्टिक भी थी। मैंने कहा नहीं, इससे ऐसे नहीं होएगा, आप मेरे से आप ट्रैकिंग स्टिक के साथ फिर दे हैव जस्ट पुश्ड मी अप। तो ऐसे रिस्क और ऐसे चैलेंजेस लाइफ का अगर पार्ट बनते हैं तो उन्हें बनाना चाहिए, क्योंकि यहाँ पर मैं मुस्तनसर तारड़ साहब को कोट करना चाहूँगी क्योंकि उन्होंने लाइफ रिस्क के बारे में कहा, ही इज़ वन ऑफ द ओल्डेस्ट माउंटेनियर हाइकर एंड ट्रैकर दैट हैज़ रियली ब्लेस्ड अस ऑल। और जिसको कहते हैं उन्होंने ख़राब करने में बड़ा काम अपना जो है वो रोल प्ले किया हुआ है, क्योंकि उन्होंने कहा कि एक रोड क्रॉस करते हुए आपको रिस्क है, आपकी फर्टिलिटी रोड क्रॉस करते हुए भी आ सकती है, गाड़ी हिट कर सकती है, खुदा न खास्ता, अल्लाह ना करे, मगर ऐसी चीज़ें अगर आपको वहाँ जाके फेस कर सकते हैं तो आपको अपने घर के से बाहर निकलते हुए भी फेस हो सकती है। तो ऐसे चैलेंजेस और रिस्क लें जब आपको ऐसी खूबसूरती और नेचर देखने को मिल रही हो, क्योंकि ज्योग्राफी पढ़ते हुए हम सब लैंडफॉर्म्स, माउंटेन्स, उन सारी चीज़ों को बुक में पढ़ते जा रहे होते हैं, लेकिन जब रियल ग्राउंड के ऊपर जाके देख रहे होते हो तो नेचर जो है वह मेस्मराइज कर लेगी। ये सिरीपाई मेडोज को आप देख सकते हैं। इन 2018 मीरन जानी इज़ वन ऑफ द हाईएस्ट टॉप इन गलियात रीजन। जो नथिया गली, चांगला गली, डोंगा गली, ये सारे रीजन मिलकर एक कंप्लीट जो है वो गलियात बनता है। यहाँ थोड़ा सा मैं ऐड करना चाहूँगी ज्योग्राफी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, गली इज़ एन इंग्लिश वर्ड और ये रिवर की मूवमेंट जो हो रही होती है और वहाँ से आपकी गली जो है वो जनरेटेड होती हैं। तो ये वो गली नहीं है जो हमारी गली से निकलती है और उसकी गली तक जाती है, ऐसा कोई सिलसिला नहीं है। तो मीरन जानी टॉप जो थी ये तकरीबन 80 से 90 डिग्री की एलिवेशन पे थी और हुआ ऐसे कि हमने इसको ऑपोजिट साइड से ट्रैक किया। अनफॉर्चुनेटली जो इसका ट्रैकिंग पॉइंट था वो हमसे स्किप हुआ और हमने ऑपोजिट साइड से ट्रैक करना शुरू किया और फिर उसके बाद एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग किस्म का एक फिजिकल एंड्योरेंस भी पता चलती है और आपको ये भी पता चलता है कि आपके अंदर कितनी स्किल्स हैं, आप अपने सर्वाइवल के लिए कहाँ कहाँ कैसे कैसे जो है वो लड़ सकते हैं और अपने आप को मेंटेन कर सकते हैं। यहाँ पर मैंने अपनी ज़िंदगी की पहली स्नोफॉल भी एक्सपीरियंस की। मार्च का महीना था और इट वाज नॉट एक्सपेक्टेड एट ऑल, लेकिन फरवरी लास्ट डेट्स और मार्च की बिल्कुल स्टार्टिंग डेट की बात थी। अब आपको लाइफ में डिफरेंट किस्म की सिचुएशंस का सामना होता है। यहाँ हमने एक सिचुएशन फेस की, पूरे 4 घंटे जो थे हम रोड्स पर रहे, हैवी स्नोफॉल थी, रोड्स ब्लॉक कर दी गई थी, गाड़ियों को चेन अप कर दिया गया था क्योंकि हिली एरियाज़ के अंदर स्नो एंड स्लोप की वजह से गाड़ियाँ इटसेल्फ जो है वो स्लिप होना शुरू हो जाती हैं। सो दीज आर द थिंग्स विच वी लर्न ऑन द ग्राउंड, हाउ वी हैव टू सर्वाइव आवरसेल्व्स। सो वो 4 घंटे मैंने इतनी स्नो एक्सपीरियंस की कि दिल खुश भी हो गया और उसके बाद नेक्स्ट स्नो देखने के लिए भी जो है वो और भी ज़्यादा इंथुजियास्टिक हो गया। अभी यहाँ आप मुझे भी एक भालू की शक्ल के अंदर देख सकते हैं बिकॉज अब स्नोफॉल हो रही है, तो देन वी हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ आवरसेल्फ एज वेल। द माउंटेन्स आर कॉलिंग एंड आई मस्ट गो। द पैशन विच हैज़ जनरेटेड or which has been awakened by geography, I would say that, has given me this thing that always these mountain keeps on calling me, and alhamdulillah I keeps on going back as well. In 2019 शारान फॉरेस्ट कागान वैली के अंदर एक बहुत खूबसूरत फॉरेस्ट है, एलिवेटेड फॉरेस्ट है, और इस फॉरेस्ट को क्रॉस करके आप एक टॉप पे पहुंचे हैं। वो है, ये डिफरेंट किस्म की आप ग्लिम्सेस देख सकते हैं। ये मानशी टॉप है जहाँ पर आप पहुँचते हैं और यहाँ पर आपको 2 डिफरेंट व्यूज़ मिलते हैं। एक साइड से शुगरान वैली का व्यू मिलता है, पाई मेडोज और मकड़ा पीक, और दूसरी साइड से आपको AJK की गंगा चोटी का जो है वो व्यू मिलता है। लेकिन ये सारे व्यूज़ कब मिलते हैं? जब आप ट्रैक कर रहे हैं, आप हाइक कर रहे हैं, ऑन फुट कर रहे हैं, थ्रू एनी अदर मीन्स कर रहे हैं। सो ये वो सारी एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं कि आप जाके इन माउंटेन्स और इन सारी फीचर्स को जो है एज ए जोग्राफर स्टूडेंट एंड एज ए ट्रेवलर एंड एक्सप्लोरर एज वेल, जोग्राफर और एक्सप्लोरर गो साइड बाय साइड, आप इनको डिफ्रेंशिएट नहीं कर सकते हैं। तो यहाँ पर एक इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ हुई थी, हमारे पास एक गाइड थे, बिकॉज दिस एरिया वॉज नॉट प्रीवियसली बीन विजिटेड बाय द ग्रुप, वही जो हाइकिंग एंड माउंटेनियरिंग क्लब था, तो गाइड को हायर किया हुआ था एंड गाइड वॉज गोइंग हमारे से आगे जा रहा था। मैंने गाइड को क्रॉस कर दिया था और मैं उसको क्रॉस करके और भी आगे निकल गई थी, और जहाँ पर आप ये ट्रीज देख रहे हैं यहाँ पर मैं बड़े खड़े होके और मैंने इतनी सेरेनिटी पीस को एंजॉय किया कि आपको वो कहीं नहीं मिल सकता। देन आई हैव बिन कॉल बैक कि मैडम आप किधर पहुँच गई हैं, वापस आए, ये पॉइंट नहीं है, हमने तो थोड़ा नीचे से उस तरफ से जाना है। सो कभी गाइड को क्रॉस कर देना और उससे आगे निकल जाना, ये सारी चीज़ें जो हैं बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग रहती हैं, आपको पता चलती हैं जब आप ये सारे काम कर रहे हैं। इन 2022 इसको मैं पीछे आऊँगी, लेकिन उससे पहले मैं 2021 I have arranged, now there is another turning point. आप विजिट कर रहे हैं, आप सारे काम कर रहे हैं, इन सारे कामों के साथ साथ now I have learned how to arrange a tour as well. That was a faculty trip I have arranged for my colleagues. We have been to Sawat, Kalam and Malam Jaba. ये आप माउडन लेक देख रहे हैं, ये मालम जबा, ये सवात रिवर है, ये चार बाग एक फ्रूट का गार्डन था जहाँ पे प्लम्स एंड पीचेस हमने वहाँ से फ्रेशली बॉट भी किए थे। अब मैं पीछे जाना चाहूँगी, that 2022 was the year when I have finally arranged a one-day trip to Kyoda salt mines for the students of geography department, and it was an amazing experience. Then taking the responsibility, taking the huge number of only female students to the field, and you cannot imagine what's the pain and what are the risks involved in taking just females to the field area and to very far away area. So it was a very good and huge success in a sense that we have visited that place. ये Kyoda mines आप देख सकते हैं, ये पाकिस्तान की नहीं एशिया की सबसे लार्जेस्ट सॉल्ट माइन है। इसके अंदर डिफरेंट आपको सॉल्ट से बने हुए मॉन्यूमेंट्स भी मिलते हैं, और a group photo you can see over here how we students have enjoyed and how we have learned as well. Okay जी, in 2022 as I was told you that mountains are calling me and I must go, और 22 में that was my sole trip to Skardu area, a private one. इसमें सर्विसेज मैंने ली थी an ex student of hiking and mountaineering club. They are having these tour companies जिसे आप कह सकते हैं ना। 7 days का स्कर्दू का ट्रिप था, गिलगित बल्तिस्तान, the land of giants, but I want to add that land of giants and land of Jews as well. The Jews and the beauty you see in Gilgit Baltistan, it's impeccable और so spectacular, मतलब कोई words नहीं है जो आप उस खूबसूरती को explain कर सकते हैं। 7 days के अंदर मैंने टच एंड गो ही किया है, क्योंकि वहाँ पर गिलगित बल्तिस्तान में पहुँचने के लिए आप 2 days completely spare करते हैं for your going to that place and coming back from that place. तो 5 days के अंदर डिफरेंट किस्म के प्लेसेस को जो विजिट किया। ये बाबा शिगर है जिसको गेटवे टू K2 कहते हैं। K2 का तो पता है ना सारों को। उस K2 जो कि वर्ल्ड सेकंड हाईएस्ट माउंटेन है जो कि कराकरम माउंटेन रेंज के अंदर मौजूद है। वो इस शिगर वैली से एरिया से आपका जो है उसका जर्नी स्टार्ट होता है, जहाँ से उसका बेस कैंप एंड ऑनवर्ड आप जाते हैं। फिर ये कटकाना डेजर्ट, अ कोल्ड डेजर्ट, हाईएस्ट एलिवेशन के ऊपर। कोल्ड डेजर्ट सुना आपने कभी? चलें, आप लोग ज़रूर इस चीज़ को विज़िट कीजिएगा, लेकिन जब आप थोड़ा सा ज्योग्राफी का भी पार्ट बनेंगे तो ज़्यादा आप लोगों को इंटरेस्टिंग लगेगा। कराकरम हाईवे, यू कैन सी माई सेल्फ, ये चिलास के करीब है। ये 0 पॉइंट एरिया है जहाँ से आप गिलगित बल्तिस्तान में एंटर हो रहे होते हैं। और अमेजिंगली एक बड़ी मज़ेदार सिचुएशन है, यहाँ सर्दी गर्मी एक जैसा टेम्परेचर और गर्म सा टेम्परेचर रहता है। नांगा पर्वत व्यू पॉइंट, ये 0 पॉइंट के पास था जहाँ से नांगा पर्वत को व्यू किया गया था। चंग्रीला लेक, आप वो उसकी रेड हर्ट्स देख सकते हैं, बड़ी फेमस, जो कि कैलेंडर्स और डिफरेंट कार्ड्स के ऊपर हमें नज़र आती हैं। श्योसर लेक, ये देवसरी प्लेन्स हैं, वन ऑफ द हाईएस्ट प्लेटो इन द वर्ल्ड, जो 13,000 प्लस फीट है अबव सी लेवल। वहाँ की ये खूबसूरत बड़ी मिस्टीरियस ये लेक है श्योसर। बहुत सारी और लेक्स भी हैं, लेकिन हमने शिवसर को विज़िट किया था एंड इट रियली टुक माई हार्ट कि दैट हैज़ बीन इम्प्रिंटेड इन माई मेमोरीज। ये शिगर वैली है, देवसाई प्लेन्स हैं, सरफनंगा एंड अदर कोल्ड डेजर्ट एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ द शिगर वैली, ये आपको व्यूएबल होता है। यहाँ पर बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग किस्म की एक्टिविटीज़ हैं, जीप रैली है, हॉर्स राइडिंग है, मैंने हॉर्स राइडिंग की थी। यहाँ पर आपके पास दूसरी पैराग्लाइडिंग फैसिलिटीज़ भी जो है वो अवेलेबल हैं। दिस इज़ अ जंक्शन पॉइंट, द 3 माउंटेन रेंजेस हिंदुकुश, कराकोरम एंड हिमालयास एंड 2 रिवर्स, रिवर गिलगित एंड इंडस आर मीटिंग। इसको जंक्शन पॉइंट भी कहते हैं। ये जगलोर गिलगित बल्तिस्तान के मकाम पे मौजूद है, बहुत ही फेमस है, सभी लोग यहाँ विजिट करते हैं। यहाँ 3 माउंटेन रेंजेस और साथ में 2 मेगा रिवर्स एज वेल। इंडस व्यू पॉइंट फ्रॉम शंग्रीला वैली, स्कर्दू वैली के अंदर आपको इंडस का जो व्यू मिलता है, ब्रॉड वैली और बहुत ही खूबसूरत स्पेक्टेकुलर व्यू आपको वहाँ पर मिलता है। These are the some of the my own selfies in different places. शिगर वैली में सतपारा लेक, ये आप जब जा रहे होते हैं, सतपारा विलेज है, आपको हसन सतपारा का तो नाम पता ही है ना, और अली सतपारा ये फेमस हमारे माउंटेनियर्स रहे हैं, इन्होंने हम जो है वो माउंटेन्स क्लाइंब की हुई हैं। तो वो सारी स्केलिंग, वो सतपारा एक विलेज है आपका स्कर्दू में, वहाँ पर ये लेक मौजूद है। अपर कचूरा लेक एंड बशू मिडोज जो है बहुत खूबसूरत आपके ये स्कर्दू वैली के अंदर मौजूद है। लाइफ शुड हैव मोर माउंटेन्स एंड लेस स्ट्रेस, व्हाट डू यू थिंक, इज इट राइट और नॉट? जब आप माउंटेन्स में जाएंगे तो आपको पता ही नहीं होगा स्ट्रेस होता क्या है, वो सारा गायब हो जाता है। हुंजा ट्रिप, I take it as a proud moment. In 2023 in April, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ जोग्राफी LCWU का टूर मैंने अरेंज किया, 5 डेज़ का हुंजा ट्रिप था जो खंजराब पास तक गया। दुनिया के हाईएस्ट प्लेस इन द वर्ल्ड पास है ये आपका, जो पाकिस्तान एंड चाइना को जो है वो ज्वाइन करता है। ये बाबूसर पास है जिसको हम लोग क्रॉस करते हुए जाते हैं अगर आप इस साइड से जा रहे हैं जो कि KPK वाले रीजन से है। दिस इज़ अताबाद लेक, हुंजा रिवर, अल्तित फोर्ट है वहाँ पर एक बहुत फेमस, अब मैं इतनी डिटेल्स में नहीं जा सकती हूँ क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा मेमोरीज और चीज़ें हैं। खंजराब पास है जहाँ बैक साइड पे आपको जो है वो चाइना बॉर्डर जो है वो दिख सकता है। These are the 3 faculty members who took this tour with me. हम ये नलतर वैली में मौजूद है, यहाँ हमने बहुत अच्छा जो है वो टाइम स्पेंड किया। यहाँ हमने एक लवली को भी देखा था, दैट वाज अ स्नो लेपर्ड, वहाँ पर उन्होंने उसको कन्फाइंड करके रखा हुआ था और बहुत ही खूबसूरत वो स्नो लेपर्ड भी था। यहाँ हमने बहुत अच्छा जो है वो टाइम स्पेंड किया। अल्तित फोर्ट एंड खंजराब पास, ये वो ग्रुप फोटोज़ हैं जो इस टूर का रिजल्ट थी। और पसू कोन्स, वन ऑफ द वेरी फेमस फीचर ऑफ द कराकोरम रेंज, अ कॉनिकल शेप ऑफ कोन्स, कॉन शेप किए हैं। राकापोशी बेस कैंप, ये मेरी हाइकिंग के अब तक के जो मेमोरी और जर्नी का एक हाईएस्ट पॉइंट है। राकापोशी कराकोरम रेंज की एक माउंटेन रेंज है जिसके बेस कैंप, फर्स्ट बेस कैंप को मैंने हाइक किया है। 9200 फीट बुलंद तक मेरी हाइकिंग अब तक हो चुकी है। दुनिया का जो हाईएस्ट पॉइंट था खंजराब पास का, वो व्हीकल के ऊपर हमने किया है, ये ऑन फुट किया गया 9200 फीट की बुलंदी पे। हापाकन जो है वो इसका फर्स्ट मेडो है, फर्स्ट आपका जो तकरीबन बनता है इसका बेस कैंप। और यहाँ तक के जाने के सफ़र में ये डिफरेंट ग्लिम्सेस हैं जहाँ से राकापोशी थोड़ी थोड़ी दिखनी नज़र आती है। ये मिनापिन ग्लेशियर है जो कि मिनापिन विलेज से बेसिकली राकापोशी का बेस कैंप एरिया जो है वो स्टार्ट हो जाता है। ये नगर डिस्ट्रिक्ट गिलगित बल्तिस्तान रीजन के अंदर है। ये है होपर ग्लेशियर, वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट वैली ग्लेशियर इन द वर्ल्ड, और ये डाउन साइड है, वरना जितने ग्लेशियर्स आपके वैली ग्लेशियर्स हैं वो माउंटेन रेंजेस के साथ अपवर्ड होते हैं। इस ग्लेशियर को ऑलमोस्ट, ये मैं ग्लेशियर के ऊपर खड़ी हूँ, हमने क्रॉस करने की कोशिश की थी बट हमारा पार्ट नहीं था, हम बस मिड से ही इस तरह से जो है वो वापस आ गए। एक बहुत खूबसूरत ग्लेशियर और बहुत ही आपको हैरान करता है। अब आप देखे होंगे पूरा वाइट नहीं है क्योंकि जाहिर बात है अदर पार्टिकल्स वगैरह और डेब्रीज और जो सॉयल और वो चीज़ें मिक्सअप होती हैं वो इसका पार्ट बनी हुई हैं। ये कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन थी इससे रिलेटेड। ये है एक इंटरेस्टिंग बात, दैट इज़ अ पिक्चर फ्रॉम ओशोथांग, वन ऑफ द वेरी फेमस रिजॉर्ट इन मिनापिन विलेज। जो कि मुस्तनसर तारड़ हुसैन साहब की वजह से फेमस है। वो यहाँ पर रहते रहे, यहाँ पर अपनी किताबें लिखते रहे और यहाँ पर उनका बाकायदा एक लाउंज जो है वो बना हुआ है। ये है वो सिचुएशन कि फर्स्ट पिक्चर में आप देख सकते हैं जब आप हाइकिंग स्टार्ट कर रहे थे, आप बड़ी खूबसूरत अपने आप को बना के लेके जाते हैं और हाइकिंग के बाद ये हो जाता है आफ्टर 10 आवर्स आई वुड से दैट। लेकिन यहाँ पर लेवल ऑफ सेटिस्फेक्शन, हैप्पीनेस, all the things which I have experienced and saw are the most beautiful one. So this was all about from my side. I am leaving you all with a very beautiful clip or a video, a short video of that Hunza tour I have taken of the students of Geography Department. Please enjoy it.
We are actually running out of time, so I need to stop it right now. But it's a clear evidence that we are not teaching you in our classroom. This is the evidence, a clear evidence that we are taking you with Ms. Amna to the northern areas, and you are here with us to explore more and more. At this point, there is a short activity with the students. I just need 5 volunteers from you who will come over here, and meanwhile I would like to play our video message from our pioneer teacher of GIS, Ms. Zaina Suhail. So meanwhile, kindly my volunteers be on stage.
Good morning to everyone, to worthy guests, to honorable staff members, especially to Dr. Aisha Faisal, Dr. Nosheen Mazhar and Dr. Sahazia, and to the dear students who have gathered here to celebrate Geography Awareness Week 2023. It is my honor and pleasure to be part of your special day. My name is Zaina Suhailbat and I have the privilege of being part of Geography Department during the years 2012 and 2014. Prior to joining LCWU as a GIS teacher, I was a geography student just like yourself, and I was first introduced to GIS by none other than my geography teacher, my mentor, Dr. Nasreen Nazar. She was the first one who inspired me and motivated.
So I guess we should have a big applause for her. Unfortunately, she is not with us, but continuously her support in GIS skills, somewhere she is providing her support to us in this department. And now I would like to mention that this is also one of the segments that we have initiated previously under the direction of Ministry of Federal Training and Program, that we must, being a geographer, just streamline the correct boundary of Pakistan, because many of the time we have seen the international maps where the Kashmir is not the part and we just accept it as it is. You can see the advertisement where the Kashmir is excluded. So we have initiated last time, and just have a look at how our HOD chairperson have initiated this step. Just see her views regarding this.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Nasreen Nazar, serving as chairperson Geography Department, Hall College, Pune University. Being a geographer, मुझे बहुत फख्र महसूस हो रहा है कि हम अपनी गवर्नमेंट की मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फेडरल एजुकेशन और ट्रेनिंग के साथ भरपूर तरीके से खड़े रहे और हमने उनकी जो मुहिम थी पाकिस्तान की करेक्ट पॉलिटिकल बाउंड्री की एडवर्टाइजमेंट करना और उसकी अवेयरनेस की कैंपेन करना यूनिवर्सिटीज़ के अंदर, उसने भरपूर साथ दिया अपनी गवर्नमेंट का। इस सिलसिले में आई एम रियली ग्रेटफुल टू आवर वर्दी वाइस चांसलर प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर बुशरा मिर्जा, Geography Society की इंचार्ज डॉक्टर सहर जिया एंड को इंचार्ज मिस आमना अफजल, अलॉन्ग विद द कैबिनेट ऑफ द Geography Society, जिन्होंने बहुत वाइब्रेंट तरीके से इन तमाम एक्टिविटीज़ को परफॉर्म करने में हमारा साथ दिया। अक्टूबर 2020 के अंदर हमने इंस्ट्रक्शंस दी थी कि हमने पाकिस्तान की पॉलिटिकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव बाउंड्री की अवेयरनेस पे कैंपेन अपने कैंपस पे स्टार्ट करनी है। हमने नवंबर 2022 में एक बहुत बड़ा मेगा इवेंट अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी में अरेंज किया, जिसके अंदर हमने ओपन हाउस भी रखा। उसके बाद हमने फैकल्टी और स्टाफ के अंदर मैप ड्राइंग की एक्टिविटी करवाई और पॉलिटिकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव मैप की अवेयरनेस के लिए हमने एक सेमिनार भी अरेंज करवाया। इसके बाद हमने अप्रैल 2023 में पाकिस्तान का पॉलिटिकल मैप जो है इस यूनिवर्सिटी के कैंपस में 6 प्राइम लोकेशंस पे इंस्टॉल किया। इसी की वजह से हम अपने मकसद को कामयाब करने अचीव करने में कामयाब हुए हैं। हमारा मैसेज ये है कि मैप से ज़िंदगी है, मैप के बगैर हम अपनी लोकेशंस को कभी समझ नहीं सकते और इट सीम्स क्वाइट इनसेन अगर हमें अपने रास्ते के बारे में और अपने मुल्क की पॉलिटिकल बाउंड्री की अहमियत के बारे में मालूम ना हो। सो लर्न अबाउट मैप्स एंड बी एक्टिव।
Thank you, Dr. Nasreen. Now I would like to share what activity we are going to play. The 5 volunteers are here with me and we are playing a Kahoot game with them. Just to see that where our generation is currently now to understand the term GIS. So what's actually the game? If you have internet facility right now on your mobile phone, even you can connect it. You will see a pin code that is over here. While writing on your browser kahoot.it, just enter this pin on the screen on your mobile phone and then just enter your name. You will be in the game. In few minutes there will be a game pin from where you can join and participate in this game. The pin is 1896952. So you can easily play it if you have the connection, mobile connections with you. I'm repeating, just open your browser, kahoot.it, just write it down and enter this pin. Once you will be logged in, your name will be pop up on the screen. reason that we are somehow in the backward countries, because we don't know how to efficiently use the technology and get into the game very quickly. So just thanks for your patience. In just few minutes we will start this game. Anybody from the audience have joined or not? Okay, great. Ikra Auditorium joined it. Then KD joined it. Who is KD? You will literally enjoy this game. Word Mubashra, may I see you? Have you joined from the audience or the volunteers I have on this stage? Mubashra is truly playing this game with having this globe emoji. As I already shared that we are running out of time. If there will be 5 participants on the screen, I will start the game. One leaves the game. Start this game without having further delays. That's a pure evidence that why we are lacking in GIS technology. Yes, that's great. Kamu joined us. But it's good that you should write your name so that we can identify you who is playing with us. Even our alumni, Hira and Anand, can play this game with us. Currently they are employed as GIS analysts. So you can also be the part of this game. That's great, that's really good. Zoo, Cham, Kamu, Trabi, Mubashra, because girls are not very good to show their names, right? So I guess we should start this game without any further delays. So best of luck girls, I'm going to start. You will see 10 questions in front of you, and remember, on your screen you can only see the colors of the answers. Question is here, the answer is here, but to choose you have to select the color. So be very careful. The more quickly you will select the answer, the more marks you will get. The very first question, which logo is the correct logo of AZ? No cheating, please, no cheating. So far we have got 6 answers. And if I am not wrong, there are 8 participants in the game. Not really a good statistics because it's we can see the logo everywhere around us, but nowhere else. We can be hopeful for the next question. So currently the Kahoot is in the lead, followed by Mubashra and then LCWU. I really want LCWU at the top. So the next question is GIS stands for. Is it the Geographic Information System? I need please silence in the hall. Really good point. I'm so happy with these statistics now. You can clap yourself and receive. I really request LCWU because you have selected this nickname. Please be on top. Okay. More quickly you will choose the answer, the more marks you will get. GIS tools allow the users to perform which of the following tasks? Number 8, create searches. Number 2, store data, add data, all of that. Great, go ahead and clap for yourself. So, Kahoot is beating LCWU, so please LCWU read the questions carefully and just click it at once. The next question, question number 4, who is the father of GIS? Is it Bill Gates? Is it Jack Dorsey? Or Roger Tomlinson? Or near and dear? Who is it? Great job! So now you are actually taking the phase to be in Kahoot right now. LCWU, bit more effort please. Question number 5. GIS only used by geographers. It has not any application in diverse fields like business, health or agriculture. Is it true or false? No cheating please. Take the guess. Great going, great going. Okay, see the next result. No worries at all, we still love LCWU. Question number 6. Which type of data does GIS use to represent information about the Earth's surface? So the answer is in front of you. Is it a scalar data, spatial data, non-spatial data, B and C? Good job. I really request the audience that you will enjoy more if there will be silence so that you can even evaluate yourself, either you are in the geographical field or not, how much you understand these questions. Sometimes guess works too. Okay, great. So question number 7. What is the purpose of GIS queries? Yes. Getting a bit technical, but I said the guess something works. But sometimes, but not every time guess works. It shows. Next question, please. Question number 8 out of 10. World's first operational GIS software was QGIS, RGIS, SGIS, or CGIS? Good job. But who is these two persons? I really want to meet them after this day. So good going. I'm gonna show the second last question. GIS helps in visualizing the real-time spatial distribution of the variable factors. True or false? These are just the basic questions. Great. You can start for yourself. So last question, and then this activity is gonna end. Putting information into GIS is called a capture. and girls, GIS Day 2023. At third there is Khadija. Is she sitting in the audience? Okay, great. So at second there was LCWU, and then Rahul is very good. I hope that you have enjoyed this activity a lot. LCWU is at second, but we still love you. And we consider yourself at the top. Okay, thank you so much, and I hope that you have enjoyed this activity. On this day, because I shared that this is the 10th year of our department that we are celebrating this GIS Day. Back in 2013, we have celebrated it for the first time under the lead of Dr. Nosheen Mazhar when she was in charge of the society, and then that motivation just comes toward me, and now I am arranging this day for you all to create more and more geographical knowledge in yourself. So I just want to invite two of our alumni, Ms. Hira Shehbaz, session 2015 to 19. She is actually a very humble personality that she sponsored ourselves, because all the events we are currently arranging, this is 99.9% self-funded. The students and the teachers are contributing to decorate their department, their classes, to arrange the activities so that our students will not feel very bored with their curriculum, and we have been continuously arranging such activities for them. So I request Ms. Hira, you can have 5 minutes. Maybe then after that, Verdi Vice Chancellor will join. So please, over to you. Please on the stage. I really want to mention that she sponsored us 7 pounds cake, customized cake today. So this will show that once I heard and read it too, that if you want to predict your future, to create it. And Hira is here. Let's have some views from.
Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Hope you are all fine. Myself is Hira Shehbaz, and I am an all senior student of Geography department from the batch of 2015 to 2019. So that was the best time period of my life. And firstly, I would like to say a very great thanks to Alabab, who makes me able to standing over this biggest platform. So, secondly, I would like to very great thanks to my honorable department, who gives me an honor and invited me over here to celebrate this day and to attending this great and joining this occasion. GIS Day, Geographic Information System. So these are the very precious days for me, precious moments for me, and I'm feeling such a luckiest one to standing over here, because Allah gives me chance to mention and express my feelings with my teachers, honorable teachers, and my respected VC. So, firstly, I would like to give a great thanks and to this organization and institute, which is the best organization of Pakistan for women supporting, and this is a gateway of excellence actually. This is the platform who gives me a learning creative skills and other a lot of fun with my beloved department. And further, I would like to say that today I am standing over here with a very strong motive. I would like to dedicate my whole successful journey of my life to my beloved parents, Mr. Shehbaz Ahmed and Mrs. Shumaila Shehbaz. Further, I would like to dedicate and tribute all these success to my honorable teachers, my respected ma'am guidelines, as in the form of teachers. So these are who are sitting over here: Dr. Aisha Faisal, Dr. Nosheen, and Ms. Amna, and also a very lovely personality, Ms. Saharja, and Mr. Hana Meher, which is my beloved supervisor, and especially Namitra, who gives me a track towards moving towards this GIS and tell me the meaning of GIS. This is the Geographic Information System. Further, there are many more things to say about this department, but due to the shortage of time, I didn't take much more time. But I would like to advise some little things to my juniors who are listening me over here. So, firstly, you should have to respect your honorable teachers, and you should have to do something big or great to make your teacher and parents proud. And you should have to enlighten the name of your teachers and organization by your achieving goals and success. So, wish you a very all the best to my juniors, and wish you a very best wishes to my organization and my loving and caring department for further advancement, development, and the progressive journey of success. Thank you so much, and happy Diwali.
Thank you, Mira. Thank you so much. And now there is a person just in front of us, Ms. Anand Bull. She recently joined NESPARK as a GIS analyst, and now she would like to share some of her views that how she attained the state, just this job, even doing that BS on geography. Please, Ms. Anand. So don't ever think that by doing geography you can not be adjustable to other than teaching. You can go anywhere with your skills.
Assalamualaikum everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting me here today in front of you all. And it's a great pleasure for me to standing in front of you all. As my name is Anand, and being an alumni of this Institute Lahore College for Women University, I did my graduation in BS Honours with a major in Geography. To pursue my field further, I did my Masters from Government College University Lahore, Masters in Geography, and today I am here to share this delightful news about I just recently joined National Engineering Services Pakistan, NESPARK, as a GIS analyst. First of all, I am very thankful to my mentors, my teachers, sitting in front of me, and especially Ma'am Ikra. Thank you, ma'am, for believing in me. Thank you, ma'am, for trusting me, and thank you for your guidelines and teachings that I am standing in front of her with you. मेरे पास सबसे ज़्यादा एक क्वेश्चन आता था कि why geography? Why you opted geography? मतलब geography क्यों? Why not engineering and why not MBBS? तो मैं मतलब उस टाइम ये क्वेश्चन जो था मैं आंसर नहीं कर पाती थी कि यार मैं एक टाइम आएगा तब बताऊंगी कि why I opted geography. So today when I go to office, I did many analysis, rainfall analysis, earthquake analysis. Actually, GIS is a very vast subject. It's not a subject, it's a vast set of a tool that helps to analyze many different disasters, many different analyses on the earth surfaces. ये सिर्फ एक सब्जेक्ट नहीं है जिसको हमने सिर्फ पढ़ना है, ये प्रैक्टिकली भी बहुत हमारे लिए यूजफुल है. जैसे हम लोग ज्वाइन करते हैं कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, जैसे अब आई हैव 2 year एक्सपीरियंसेस ऑफ रिसर्च एसोसिएट इन अर्बन यूनिट लाहौर. वहाँ पर जब मैं काम करती थी तो आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस अ लॉट ऑफ डिजिटाइजेशन प्रोसेसेस. मुझे अर्थ को डिजिटाइज करना होता था, डिफरेंट डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स को डिजिटाइज करना होता था. तो इट्स नॉट अ वन सॉफ्टवेयर बेस्ड प्रोग्राम, it includes different softwares. So you all have to work hard on GIS. It's an entertaining. It's very easy. इसमें कुछ भी नहीं है, आपको अपना काम करना है, अपना हार्ड वर्किंग करनी है. जब मुझे मेरी मैम इकरा ने मुझे एक बात बोली थी कि सॉफ्टवेयर के ऊपर आपका हाथ होना चाहिए. सॉफ्टवेयर आपको नहीं चला रहा, आप सॉफ्टवेयर को चला रहे हो. तो जस्ट आपको एक क्यूरी डालनी है और आपका एक ही क्लिप से हर एनालिसिस परफॉर्म हो जाएगा. सो थैंक यू सो मच मैम, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर गाइडलाइंस. थैंक यू मैम सहर, मैम नशीन, डॉक्टर मैम रेहाना महर. उनकी वजह से आज मैं यहाँ पर हूँ. और अभी आज मेरे से भी कोई ये क्वेश्चन पूछेगा कि why you opted geography, so now I can proudly say that's why I joined geography. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Anand. She is our worthy alumni, and warmly welcome, Assalamu alaikum, our worthy Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Shugufta Naz. Madam, today we are celebrating this day by putting our efforts to create the awareness about geography. All over the world, the people are celebrating Geography Awareness Week from November 13 to November 17. And in this particular year, the GIS Day is celebrated on 15th of November. So I just want to show you that where we are standing right now and joining and representing Pakistan. These are all the blue dots that's showing the location where this day is celebrating right now. Now I'm just zooming it out. You can see the Pakistan. Now you can see where we are. These are all the blue dots that showing that we are celebrating GIS along with them and representing ourselves from the Pakistan. So this is Lahore now. Lahore location is showing you these points where the GIS is celebrating right now. And on the jail road, you can see two prominent dots. One is from the CRP department, Alhamdulillah, and the other geography department, who are celebrating this day. And this is our theme for this GIS 2023, Chrono Trek Journey of Women Globetrotters. Initially, we planned it on 15th November, but due to smoke holidays, then it was transferred and shifted. Now I would request Dr. Aisha Faisal to please share her development. We will not take much of the time, madam. A very brief overview and history from 2011 to till date.
Assalamualaikum. I'm really thankful to the Worthy Vice Chancellor and Dean of the Faculty of Science and Technology and all the heads who are here to support us and are being the part of GIS Day celebration. And I'm also thankful my colleagues and friends, and also the alumni and the present students, current students who are participating for the successful celebration of the GIS Day today. आज हम जो देखेंगे वो जस्ट एक शॉर्ट सा ब्रीफ सी हिस्ट्री है. आपको पता है कि हर सक्सेस के पीछे एक स्टोरी होती है, तो बिल्कुल इसी तरह से आज जो चीज़ हमें नज़र आ रही है ज्योग्राफी डिपार्टमेंट में, वो कहाँ से स्टार्ट हुई थी और यहाँ तक आने में उससे कितना टाइम लगा था, कैसे पहुँचा था सब कुछ, तो उसके बारे में हम शॉर्ट सा एक ओवरव्यू लेते हैं, जिसमें हम GIS डेवलपमेंट टाइमलाइन जो है वो बेसिकली डिस्कस करेंगे. मे बी आप लोगों में से कुछ लोगों को पता हो कि हमारा फर्स्ट BS का जो प्रोग्राम था वो लॉन्च हुआ था 2011 में, और हमारे पास फर्स्ट टाइम 2014 में एक छोटा सा डिपार्टमेंट था, अगर मस्जिद के साथ किसी को पता हो तो, जहाँ पे ज्योग्राफी डिपार्टमेंट में 10 सिस्टम्स के साथ हम लोगों ने GIS लैब का इनॉग्रेशन किया था. और उस वक्त माशाल्लाह से जो उस वक्त हमारी डीन थी डॉक्टर बुशरा खान, उन्होंने इनॉग्रेट किया था GIS लैब को. लेकिन हमारे स्टूडेंट इतने ज़्यादा फैसिनेटेड थे और इतने ज़्यादा एक्साइटेड थे, चाहे वो 10 सिस्टम थे, लेकिन उन्होंने अपनी अनथक एफर्टनेस जो है वो हार्डवर्क शो की. और उस लैब से माशाल्लाह से आज जो हमारे अलमनाई हमारे पास मौजूद हैं, जो कि अपनी अपनी फील्ड्स में प्रोमिनेंट पोजीशन होल्ड किए हुए हैं, वो सब यहाँ पर बैठे हुए हमें एज ए एग्जाम्पल नजर आ रहे हैं. इसमें से हम उन टीचर्स का खास तौर पे थैंक्स करेंगे जिन्होंने हमारे GIS डे को, जो आज हम इतनी बड़ी सक्सेस के साथ इसको सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, उसमें अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन किया है. तो उसमें हम भूल नहीं सकते मिस जाइना ने हमारे फर्स्ट 3 सेशंस को टीच किया था GIS. उसके बाद मिस रेहाना आई, मिस फिक्रा अशरफ आई, जो कि आज हमारे साथ लकीली यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं. उसके बाद मिस रेहाना मेहर अली, और देन हमारे पास मिस दानिया, जिन्होंने हमारे बच्चों में अपनी तरफ से फुल डेडिकेशन हार्ड वर्किंग के साथ स्किल्स को इनकलकेट करने की पूरी तरह से कोशिश की, और अभी भी ये सिलसिला इसी तरह से कंटिन्यू होता है. इसमें से कुछ ग्लिम्पसेस है जो कि हमारे पास फर्स्ट टाइम जब हमारी लैब की इनॉग्रेशन थी, तो उसमें से हमारे पास पिक्चर ऐसे एविडेंस मौजूद है, जिसमें डॉक्टर बुशरा खान लेट आप लोग को नजर आ रही है 10 सिस्टम्स के साथ, बहुत छोटे मीगर रिसोर्सेज के साथ ये डे सेलिब्रेट करना हम लोगों ने स्टार्ट किया था. और हमारे बच्चों की एक्साइटमेंट जो है वो पिक्चर से आप लोगों को नजर आ रही होगी. देन हमारे पास जो हम लोगों ने एकेडमिकली 2017 में फर्स्ट टाइम इस डे को ऑफिशियली सेलिब्रेट
बाद उसमें हमारे पास GIS डे 15 नवंबर को 2017 में सेलिब्रेट किया, सेमिनार कंडक्ट किए गए, और इससे पहले भी वैसे तो ज्योग्राफी सोसाइटी एक्टिव थी और उसकी इंचार्ज मिस नौशीन मजहर थी, लेकिन उसके बाद जिन्होंने रिवाइव किया था बेसिकली सोसाइटी को यहाँ पर आके, लेकिन उसके बाद जब डॉक्टर साहब जिया ने इसकी टेक केयर की और इसकी सुपरविजन करना स्टार्ट की, तो अब माशाल्लाह से इसको हाइट्स की तरफ मजीद लेके जा रहे हैं। 2018 में हम लोगों ने GIS डे जो सेलिब्रेट किया वो फर्स्ट नेशनल लेवल पे था, क्योंकि इसमें बहुत सी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ को भी पार्टिसिपेट करवाया गया और काफ़ी बड़े लेवल पे बहुत बड़ी सक्सेस थी, जिसमें बच्चों ने बहुत अच्छे तरीके से अपने पोस्टर्स मैप मेकिंग के थ्रू रिफ्लेक्ट किए थे। एंड देन हमारे पास 2021 वो टाइम था जिसमें हम लोगों ने इंटरनेशनली रजिस्टर करवाया GIS डे की सेलिब्रेशन को और लाइसेंस हासिल किए एसवी से, जो कि अवार्ड दिए गए थे फॉर द सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ GIS डे। नेक्स्ट हमारे पास हमारी डीन माशाल्लाह से डॉक्टर शगुफ्ता नाज ने तब भी हमें बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट किया, गाइड किया, जिसकी वजह से हम लोग इस काबिल हो सके कि 10 सिस्टम से 40 सिस्टम्स की तरफ शिफ्ट कर गए और हमारी अब प्रॉपर एक लैब है जहाँ पर हमारे बच्चे GIS के लाइसेंस के साथ सॉफ्टवेयर के लाइसेंस के साथ काम कर रहे हैं और अपनी अपनी स्किल्स को शो कर रहे हैं। इट इज़ द ब्रीफ बेसिकली जो है वो सारी जो प्लान किया गया था इवेंट को सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए 2022 में भी इसी तरह से जो इसमें सबसे प्रोमिनेंट फीचर था दैट वाज बेसिकली द स्काई व्यू, जो कि टेलीस्कोप के थ्रू था, और वो शाम में हम लोगों ने रात में आके LCWU का एक नया नज़ारा देखा था अंडर द सुपरविजन ऑफ डॉक्टर साहब जिया, और बहुत सक्सेसफुली इस सारे प्लान को एग्जीक्यूट किया गया, जिसमें एक और इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ जो कि हम बार बार बात कर रहे हैं मैप मेकिंग की, और उसमें ट्रू बाउंड्रीज जो हमारी एक्चुअल बाउंड्रीज होती हैं जो कि गवर्नमेंट से वेरीफाइड होती हैं, उसके बारे में हम लोगों ने अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करने के लिए एक सेमिनार कंडक्ट किया था, जिसमें पंजाब यूनिवर्सिटी से रिसोर्स पर्सन आए थे और उन्होंने बच्चों को, फैकल्टी को डिफरेंट कंपटिशन से और अपने लेक्चर के थ्रू सारी चीज़ों को एग्जीक्यूट करवाया और ट्रू बाउंड्री जो मैप है पाकिस्तान का उसके बारे में हमें नॉलेज अपना प्रोवाइड किया था। इसके साथ जो हमारे पास अचीवमेंट थी उसके साथ सबसे बड़ी अचीवमेंट ये थी कि हम लोगों ने GIS को इस्तेमाल करते हुए डिफरेंट किस्म के डिजिटल मैप LCWU की एक्सपेंशन के खास तौर पे बनाए थे। वो डॉक्टर साहब क्या भी आप लोग के साथ शेयर करती है एक छोटी सी वीडियो क्लिप के थ्रू, और इसके अलावा जो हमारा गाइड मैप बना जो कि फर्स्ट हमारी यहाँ पे SDG कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई थी, उसके लिए हमारे स्टूडेंट्स और फैकल्टी ने मिलकर डिज़ाइन किया, और इसकी सबसे बड़ी जो हम इसको एक्नॉलेज कर रहे हैं इन आर हिस्ट्री बुक ज्योग्राफी की जो एक ज्योग्राफी डिपार्टमेंट के कंट्रीब्यूशन है जो कि फॉर एवर एंड बैक हो जाएगा हमारी हिस्ट्री बुक के अंदर इंशाल्लाह ताला। तो ये एक छोटा सा ब्रीफ सी एक हिस्ट्री है हमारी GIS डे की सेलिब्रेशन के पीछे, और हमारे क्या क्या इवेंट्स हैं, हमारे टीचर्स हमारे स्टूडेंट्स की क्या क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन है, आपको मेरी एक्साइटमेंट से पता चल रहा होगा। थैंक यू सो मच।
I want all your verbal in a video form, please. That is please.
geography department will be at thank you so much for the support. I'm a bit nervous sometimes. It's merely due to, you can see a picture of a baby. He's my younger son. Also, it's a baby. It's not to you to join in this. This is what I do not know the air support. Thank you. Okay, so Dr. Saha became nostalgic. We're about to wind up. Please discipline in the auditorium. We're about to wind up. It's time for my brief vote of thanks. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm over here with a heart full of gratitude and deep sense of appreciation for the remarkable support and contribution that you all have made to make this event a resounding success. Madam Vice Chancellor, thank you so much for gracing the occasion. My dear colleagues from different departments, heads of departments, and my dear alumni, all the teachers, my dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Pakistan has basically 218 universities in both public and private sector, which are created by HEC. However, only 11 of them are offering courses in GIS and remote sensing. Somewhere these are aligned with the geography department. In some of the universities, they are quite far apart. But I would like to take this opportunity to mention over here that this separation of digital geography from its foundation, that is geography, can weaken our discipline, and we fail to take the ownership of it. So this event today was an effort to create awareness that GIS belongs to geography, and in the light of the growing interest in GIS, I would like to take this opportunity to make a humble request with our worthy Vice Chancellor that as we embark this journey of knowledge and exploration, I request the administration to consider the hiring of a permanent GIS specialist in our department. Moreover, we request to allocate enough budget for the GIS support for the education to replace the conventional tools that our geographers are using for surveying at the moment. And we're also planning to introduce a GIS short course in the near future, a diploma program with the approval of the worthy Vice Chancellor, of course. A beautiful quote by United Nations official George Scott: GIS is the nervous system for smart communities, connecting people, information-based decisions. This beautiful event is coming to an end, and I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to a few people. I would like to name them quickly. Ms. Maria and Ms. Alia, thank you so much for the walk through the campus along with semester 1 and semester 3 and 5. Ms. Samia for coordinating the Director of Student Affairs very efficiently. Ms. Amina Fatma, the media reporter. Mr. Thi and Ms. Fatma Rani. Please give them a huge round of applause for putting up the great collection of travelogue PPTs from Paris, Scotland, London, and the northern areas of Pakistan who were prepared by these two brilliant ladies. Mr. Thi, we are really grateful for the web coverage that you're providing. Ms. Shifa, we are proud of you for getting the certificates printed on time. Ms. Hira, for purchasing the crockery for us today. Ms. Hira Shidbaz, our alumni, for purchasing and sponsoring the cake for us. Ms. Javeria for the beautiful flyer and the invitations that she has designed for this particular event. Ms. Anam Gul and Ms. Ikra Ashraf for gracing the occasion with their presence. Mr. Zahid and his team for the technical support they have extended. Senior Research Officer, Principal Office, Director ORIC, DFTI, Registrar Exam Grant, Security Cell, and all the heads of departments from universities who came across for collaborating and helping us start this new journey for GIS awareness. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Moshin, for giving me time to be on with this stability to talk to you again. Now I would request Dr. Shugupta, please be on the stage with our HODs who are in our support to celebrate this day. Please. I also request Ms. Ikra Ashraf, Ms. Anam Gul, Ms. Hira Shehbaz, please join us on the stage. Our faculty members. Actually, these are those people who wholeheartedly accept geography with GIS today. Thank you so much, Madam, for your presence here.
about our event and maintain the discipline. I really thank Director of DSA that she was very supportive before the management and during the day. So happy GIS and just explore yourself with the labs on the go.